Greetings, everybody. Today we're going to talk briefly about temporary repairs. This is in the context of filing a claim. So outside of that context, if you have damage to your home, your business, something else like that, you should always try to do repairs. Also, the key word here is temporary. Okay? So the question is, and I'll give an example. You have damage to a window, right? Either because a baseball goes through it from a neighbor's kid, a tree comes down, throws a branch, breaks your window, or whatever. And now you have a hole in your window. And you're going to file an insurance claim. For whatever reason, you're filing a claim, okay? Should you do a temporary repair? Now, temporary repair is different from a permanent repair in that a temporary repair strictly serves the purpose to protect your home from further loss. So this could look like a piece of plywood put up on the outside of the home, a tarp of some degree, something, maybe an awning attached to the outside of your house, a piece of plastic, something to protect your home from further loss. You can have degrees of proficiency depending who installed it. If you have a contractor come out and they do a very, very bad job, that may not necessarily qualify in the terms of your policy, because an adjuster is going to look at this and at the quality of it based on the person installing it. However, if you put something in and you're not a contractor, you're not a professional, but it's the best of your ability, that will be taken into account as well. So the question is, should you put a temporary repair over that broken window? The answer is yes, with a caveat. And the caveat is you need to take a lot of good pictures before, during, and after your temporary repair. Again, this is in the context of a claim. Why? Because an adjuster, when they come out to look at your damage, is probably not going to want to take off your temporary repair. Undoing a tarp or a boarded up window is going to likely cause damage, and they don't want to cause damage like that. So they're going to, if they can, they're going to look at your pictures, or your contractor or your public adjuster like me, our pictures beforehand, to see what the damage looks like, so they don't have to start tearing things apart. And if they can get a good idea of what it looks like before, they will. But also in the process of, especially if it's a little more complicated than just a hole in a piece of glass, there could be damages to framing, or to screens, or chips in the vinyl around it. This is why it's important to have somebody who's a professional with the material that's being worked with to come assist. The pictures after then show what it looks like immediately following. If it's going to be a few days or a few weeks when the adjuster comes by, tarps can wear and bend, wood can warp, those kind of things. So pictures before, pictures during, and pictures after. Many, 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 many policies, and it's not every single one, so you want to caveat that, but at least every policy I've ever seen says that you also have a duty and a responsibility to protect your home and your business, but especially your home, from further loss. So again, in the context of a claim, when you report a claim and you have damage, if there's a hole in the window, or a hole in the roof, or a hole in the siding, or something like that, where more damage is expected to occur, you have a responsibility to do something about it. And that is a temporary repair. Permanent repair, that's a whole nother conversation. But should you do a temporary repair, or should you have somebody do a temporary repair in the immediate aftermath of damage to your home and property, the answer, with some qualifications is yes, as long as you are documenting it properly and that temporary repair is done in a way as to protect your home or your property from further or additional damage. If you have questions or comments, leave a note in the comment bar below. And as always, check your local laws. Please read your policies, and I'll see you all around the horn.